Hello, and welcome to the Chicago TARDIS Online 2020 Virtual Masquerade. I'm Valerie Meacham-Kessler. I have been a judge at the Chicago TARDIS Masquerade for the last several years. I've been going to Chicago TARDIS since 2007, and I've been costuming for a very long time. So in theater and at cons, and yeah, that's me.
Hi, my name is Elena Vanarndonk. I'm one of Chicago TARDIS's Masquerade judges. I have been involved in fan costuming for about 18 years now. I'm a member of competitive cosplay team and Sewing is Half the Battle. We're based in Indiana, but we travel all over the world. We've won more than 50 awards for our costumes and presentations, and now we do a lot of seminars and educational programming for museums, libraries, conventions, and whoever else wants us on how to get started in costuming and how to improve your costuming craft.
Hi. My name is Dezoma, and I'm one of the judges for this masquerade. I've been doing costuming of various sorts since 1977. I currently do costuming in a variety of venues, including the Renaissance Fair, historical reenactments, and most specifically, steampunk conventions. I'm really happy to once again be working with the folks here at Chicago TARDIS.
Okay. So our first entry tonight in the novice category is Christina as a gas mask nurse from The Empty Child and The Doctor Dances.
Are you a doctor?
I have my moments.
Have you examined any of them yet?
No.
Don't touch the flesh.
Which one?
Anyone.
This isn't possible.
No.
They've all got the same injuries.
Yes.
Exactly the same.
Yes.
Identical, all of them, right down to the scar on the back of the hand.
What would you say was the cause of death?
All right. What was the cause of death?
There wasn't one. They're not dead.
I'm here now. Can't you see me? I am my mummy.
I really like the fact that this costumer used not only the TV show as a reference for the costume, but also did some research and based her design on what would have been worn historically by a nurse in that era. And the gas mask is really well made. When I first saw the pictures, I didn't realize that it wasn't a commercial prop. So good job on that.
Really well done. It's maybe not one of the most complicated costumes ever, although your mask, really excellent work. But you did it so well. I mean, you hit all the things that you needed to hit. Really excellent job. Plus, one of my favorite episodes, too.
I also want to put in a word for that presentation. It's fun to see a little mini film that both tells a little story and also really shows the costume to advantage. And video production is not necessarily a costuming skill, but it's a great complementary one, and this really shows how we can use it to share our passion. Our second entry in the Journeyman category is Anjali as River Song from The Big Bang.
One alpha meson burst through the eye stalk would kill you stone dead.
Records indicate you will show mercy. You are an associate of the Doctors.
I'm Professor River Song. Check your records again.
Mercy.
Say it again.
River Song, who is, of course, a fan favorite. But you did it really well. Really nice work on the belt. Very impressive there. And in your presentation, I thought you really had a lot of the attitude.
Also, that Cyberman Head, very creative, started with a pattern for a Magneto helmet, and she added the other shapes to make it into a Cyberman herself, including the electrical conduit bits sticking out the bottom, and shaped all of those out of foam. So great work there.
This is a costume that has a really great overall look. The presentation is very nice. It has a lot of different components. I personally enjoy seeing costumes that incorporate props and accessories as well as the fabric pieces. And having all the details like the blaster and the Cyberman head and the pieces on the belt really make it a nice, complete costume. As soon as you see it, you know exactly who it is and you have an impression of that character.
And our third entry in the Master category is Alexa as the half-faced man from Deep Breath.
I was really, really impressed with Alexa's entry. She had the, quite frankly, bravery to do something practically that the TV show even used CGI to augment. So well done there. The prosthetic that you created was very impressive, and all the different parts that you put together and matched as closely as possible to screen accurate, really, really well done.
This costume shows a really inventive approach to modeling and prop building using everyday materials like aluminum foil and Elmer's glue to construct the non-fabric components of the costume. I particularly love seeing pieces recycled and repurposed in creative ways, so that shows a lot of ingenuity, a lot of creativity in the approach to how this costume was put together.
And also the approach to the flamethrower hand with, she said that's her first time trying 3D modeling, so going out of your comfort zone is always good. Using 3D modeling to then turn around and use as patterns for a foam build, so still a very handmade approach, but also using the high-tech tools that are now available. And those are our 3 entries tonight. We won't have judging deliberation because we have 3 entries. They're all champions in our book. We're very glad to give them a showcase tonight.
And congratulations to Christina, Anjali, and Alexa. Each one of you is awarded a free badge for next year's Chicago TARDIS when we're all back together in 2021.
And for the rest of our time this evening, we're going to give you a little trip down memory lane with some photos and a bit of video from past masquerades and some other costume events like the kids' costume parade that usually happens on Sundays. So sit back and enjoy that, and we'll come back to you soon. hope you enjoyed that trip down memory lane and the visions of Masquerades past. For those of you who may have joined us late, we had just 3 entries in this year's Masquerade, which is why we just had that little retrospective. In case you missed their presentations, we're going to give them an encore now, because they really do deserve to be seen in all their creativity. And so without further ado, our first entry in the novice category, Christina as a gas mask nurse from The Empty Child and The Doctor Dances.
Are you a doctor?
I have my moments.
Have you examined any of them yet?
No.
Don't touch the flesh.
Which one?
Anyone.
This isn't possible.
No.
They've all got the same injuries.
Yes.
Exactly the same.
Yes.
Identical, all of them, right down to the scar on the back of the hand.
What would you say was the cause of death?
All right. What was the cause of death?
There wasn't one. They're not dead.
I'm here now. Can't you see me? I am my mummy.
Our second entry from Anjali as River's Song in The Big Bang.
One alpha meson burst through the eye stalk would kill you stone dead.
Records indicate you will show mercy. You are an associate of the Doctors.
I'm Professor Riversong. Check your records again.
Mercy.
Say it again.
And finally, our third entry in the Master category, Alexa as the half-faced man from Deep Breath. Thank you to all of our entrants. You are all champions to us. We're very happy to showcase that. I'm glad everybody got to see your creative presentations. We're all kind of having to learn to do video and new ways to show off our creativity this year. So thank you so much for sharing that with us. We hope everyone was inspired. We hope that next year we'll see some of you folks in the audience, because you don't know what you can do until you do it. That concludes our Masquerade for this year. Thanks for joining us. Thank you for coming to Chicago TARDIS online. Enjoy the rest of the evening.